BetOnline is the world's most trusted betting platform and your number one source for everything sports betting. Every stat, matchup breakdown, and even live odds and spreads to bet on during games. With the largest catalog of odds on everything from football, MLB playoffs, NHL, NBA, to political props. When the game's over, head over to our online casino and get in on a game of blackjack or poker, or unwind with one of our over 150 slot games. Head to the website today to get in on the action with America's most trusted site for online wagering. Bet online. The game starts here.
Fired up, J-Sette, fired up. Hey, fired up.
Yo, what's happening? What it do? What's the dealie? Yo, welcome back to Tiger Talk TV. This is Band Session with the Boom. It's your boy Terrell Keat, aka T Reezy.
And it's your girl Danielle, aka Don Yeezy.
And it's your boy Toby Johnson, aka Furious Styles.
Hey, we thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for checking us out. So let's check this out. To keep up with us, you can always catch us on all the platforms, which are we're on Spotify, we're on Apple Podcasts, we're on Google Podcasts, and wherever you get your podcasts. Also, we're on YouTube. But when you go to YouTube, make sure you hit the subscribe button, slide over there to the right, and you hit the bell. Bing! So you can get notifications every time we go live, post a video, or do anything right here on this Tiger Talk TV platform. Because it all helps the cause. That's I love Jackson State University. Make sure y'all all tune into the show and tell every Tiger that you know. Ha! Toby Danielle, what it do?
What's up? What's good? What's
What
good?
it do, brother? Sister?
Hey, I'm back. I'm back here. You're back here. We're back here. Everybody's back here. We got the guests. We got our fans. We got our supporters. We got the people that just love Jackson State University and everything centered around it and everything that's going on around it. What y'all think about that, huh? Oh, what's that at the bottom? What is that?
Come on. Pop
Hey.
up.
Come on, man. Ticker at the bottom. Y'all see it right there. Check this out on IG right there. Is at Band Sessions with the Boom. That's all I got. So what's cracking, y'all? What's the dealio today? What we doing?
You know, we're in boom land. You know,
We're in
So,
Boomland. Welcome to Boomland.
We're in boomland. So let's talk about some boom stuff. You know,
A lot of stuff happening, man.
it's a lot of stuff going on.
Like at the end of the year, like they just hit us in the face with a whole bunch of stuff, like real quick, so we can talk all summer about it.
Yeah,
Mhm.
why not? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Don't leave us dry. So so we had the most recent thing would be the symphonic battle of the bands, right? That was with the boom. I'm sorry. That was with the symphonic boom
Mhm.
and and Alcorn Symphonic Band.
Yeah.
And that was an interesting display. The Jackson State's Symphonic Band did a remarkable job. What did y'all see it? Were y'all
I
able to catch
did,
it?
man. I'm gonna tell you that finale tune that they played. That it was amazing. Sound like a circus tune. I'm sorry, I didn't do any research before we came on the show, and you just brought that up. Yeah, that last tune that they played was phenomenal.
Yeah.
Phenomenal. Dr. Little did a great job with the symphonic band this year. That was like, I can't come up with a better word than just phenomenal. It was great. Good job, Boom.
Yeah, it was great. It was great. It was fun. That last tune that you're talking about, it was a lot of fun. It felt like you were at the circus. You know, and it sounded like it. It was a good time. Watching them play those. It was 3 tunes.
Danielle Terrell, like when I listen to the symphonic band, it makes sense why other bands can't compete with us in the marching season.
First thought. That was my first thought.
Because, you know, like when you prepping like that, you know, doing concert and symphonic band season, you coming in playing, you ready. You know, it just not just half notes, whole notes and quarter notes. You know, you cranking notes that you're not supposed to be able to crank when you doing that in symphonic band. So like, yeah, congrats, kudos. And one of the guests that we had talked about that. I think that was Dr. Little and Kevin that talked about that. The reason why and Lowell, the reason why the program is the way it is because of the attention to detail that they place within the concert, symphonic band, and all the ensembles. So kudos to that. Kudos. That's great. Shout out.
Yep.
No doubt. No doubt.
All right. Yeah, we rolling. What else we got? Anything else we got going? We got cracking.
Then we had the.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No. You go ahead. Like, you want to roll?
The band banquet. They had the band banquet.
Oh yeah. Oh wait, hold on, Toby. Wait, Toby, slow down. Son.
You know, everyone anticipates the Section of the Year award. You know,
yeah.
We know that. Look at what Toby's doing, but we know who he talked about all season.
I talked about trombones,
which is funny. Which is funny in his ear.
I didn't see it. I was pleased with WT, but I just didn't see it as the section of the year this year, just because it was year one with Dr. Sherrod. But he put his footprint in that program real quick. What I won't say it didn't surprise me, but it did surprise me. It shocked me when Dr. Little was talking about it right before. One of the caveats of receiving this award was the section's GPA, and I was like, W2, they academics first and performance, so like congratulations to WT. I love the mess out of all y'all. I appreciate everything that you guys do. I see what y'all doing. I see the hard work that y'all putting in, and if Dr. Little and the staff say that you guys are deserving of that, I truly accept that, and I think you guys did a wonderful job, and I'm super duper proud of you guys. You young men and women, you guys are killing it, and keep doing it. Keep striving for the highest. Y'all doing it.
I just gave him a round of applause.
A round of applause.
A round of applause. Round of applause. That's what's up. All right, okay, man. Little news you could use right there. Little news you could use. All right,
what about the sessions? We got some additional sessions.
Oh, in addition to the rock sessions.
Yeah, the rock sessions, yeah.
Oh, yeah. So rock. So people don't understand. I don't know if everybody knows. Rock stands for, is it recreate? What's it? Operation Center.
Rehearsal and Operation Center.
I'm gonna say recreation. Yeah, so that's what the rock. That's what the rock stands for. So yeah, so rock session. Another rock sessions drop. Ooh.
Where they played Nokia.
Yeah.
By Drake and Rather Live. Yeah, and Rather Live. Yeah. I like how Dr. Little styled that arrangement.
Yeah. He put the key change on it.
Yeah.
The time change and everything. Like, so he killed that. And then he did it was a J. Cole tune. Was the second one?
No, it was a Rather Live.
Okay, yeah.
Playboy Cardi in the Weekend. Which that's it's a banger, but it's like a silent banger.
I think I said the J. Cole because I think the J-Sette dropped a session also in their new room.
Oh, they did.
and they danced to the J. Cole song. That's why I think I said that. But
and they did. Listen, they did a great job. I'm sure everybody's going to be learning those counts for sure. But let's talk about how, just to touch on Clouds, let's talk about real quick. I just want to say how Clouds is literally like, it feels like you're on a cloud. When you listen to the original song, the J. Cole song, it sounds like you're on a cloud. Like you should just be
floating,
right? The way the Boom put their foot in that song, like I said, it sounded like a ballad, but just the elements of the song that he used, like his voice, the actual, the background, the bass and all of it. I like how he styled that as well. But I just wanted to say that we did the reaction video to it. But that was something I felt like we should have touched on.
We should have touched on. We were so excited when we heard it, though. Like we missed out. But we got some more. Reaction videos coming up. We might need to go ahead and just stay on tonight and do a reaction to some stuff.
Okay, that might be the move. That might be
the move. We need to do some reactions tonight.
Okay.
It's coming. Some reactions coming, guys.
So people out. So check this out. We're gonna go ahead and get busy, get right to it, get on into our next special guest, because all our guests
are special.
All our guests are special. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, our next special guest coming to the stage, Miss Natalie Bynum. Yay! What's up, Natalie?
Right. Hey.
Oh, look at that. See? You know what?
Come on. That's iconic right there. You don't even know.
Just hit the corner in the living room.
Real quick. I'm talking like you know how it go down. Natalie, what's happening? What's cracking with you?
I'm good. Thank you for having me. Honor and a privilege. I appreciate it.
Yo, listen, we're gonna get right into it. We're not gonna waste any time. We just glad to have you on. We just gonna have some conversations here. We just gonna chill and chat. You know what I'm saying? Chill and chat, that kind of thing.
Chat. 1998 all over you.
It's a 98 takeover.
It's one of those.
Another one.
You can't deny it. You can't deny it when it's right there in your face. You know what I'm saying?
That was a special year. Y'all just don't know. That's a bridge. 98 is a bridge.
Oh, well, let's get into it. So,
we're gonna get into
the odds. Yeah.
Oh, let's look at this. Okay, since we're talking about 98, and before we get your boom story, we want to share a couple of things for you.
Okay.
We're gonna start with this one right here. I call this pre-Lululemon. All right.
Pre-Lululemon.
What do we have? Toby, can you turn it up? Or that's loud to go.
That's loud as go.
Older footage.
It's a Dr. Weary. Right. Shout out Dr. Weary film.
Listen, them things was hot.
Hey.
They were not moisture weakening whatsoever. They did not breathe. You even sweating. You saw everything.
So this is 99. This is 99. This is the merge. Yeah, the merge. Yeah. So this is our first year of freedom.
Yeah.
Freedom.
And so after we got to where we were, this is before the merge was in the ACC. We were out in the parking lot in front of the science building, John Peoples. So in this one right here.
Throwback.
Pre-Lululemon.
Got the trumpets and the shirt and ties.
That's funny because that freshman line was small.
Wow. Back in 1999, the murder. Ooh, Natalie, what you know about that?
Natalie, what's
Look,
your boom story? Tell
Yeah.
us, how did you come to know the Sonic Boom of the South? The
So
experience that you have through the boom. What's your boom story?
born and raised Jackson, Mississippi, lived on 536 Valley Street, which is roughly about less than 4 miles from the school. So we could walk there if we wanted to. Every Friday night, Thursday night, we could hear the boom from my backyard, and we were like, "They playing Poison this weekend. They're playing Poison this weekend." Mama, we used to go to every game. Every game, Mama dressed us up in blue jeans, collar shirt, and penny loafers. And this is, this was when you silly. This was when the stadium seating were fiberglass, so you had to bring cushions to sit. If not, you were going to be itching.
Ooh, wow.
Yes,
That's a memory.
The stuff we remember.
Yes. So saw the J-Sette, saw the boom, and I said, I'm gonna be in the boom when I grow up. And I didn't care how I was gonna get there, whether it was gonna be dancing or playing the instrument. So I originally played clarinet. Been playing the clarinet since the 6th grade. And so when I started playing the clarinet, I was like, I'm gonna be in the boom. I'm gonna be in the boom. Shifted. Started playing basketball, got to Jackson State, saw the boom, got a little intimidated. I didn't think I was good enough, so I shied away from it. But they also had J-Sette tryouts that year, my freshman year, and so I literally went up to the room and I wrote my name down. I ain't know nothing. I didn't know how to do anything. I didn't know what I need to do or what it all came with. And I was a basketball player because I was going to Jackson State to play ball. But I said, let me go try. Yeah, I know, Toby. I was going to Jackson State to play basketball. I was actually redshirted my freshman year. So I had to be a manager. And then that following year, I was going to be on the team, try it out and everything. But due to some unforeseen things, I had to be redshirted. And so they called me. The J-Settes called me to let me know when the rehearsal, when the practice, when everything was and what I need to do. They said, be here at this time. You have to have a dance routine and da 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 da. I was like, I ain't got no dance routine. So I just never showed up. So yeah, I didn't know what I was getting into. I didn't know what I was getting into.
That's heavy. It's heavy. It's a lot.
It is a lot. So freshman year, freshman year, which would have been my sophomore year, which would have been you guys' freshman year.
98.
Yes, 98. So 98 came around. I let go of playing basketball because I twisted my ankle and I sprained my ankle and twisted my knee. I sprained my ankle so bad, it took a long time to recover. So at the end of my freshman year, I was working in the band hall as a work study. And I was working under Dr. Duplessis. And Dr. James and my dad and his wife went to Jackson State together. Dr. James's wife was my third grade teacher. So he knew who I was based off of my dad. They needed a banner girl for the SWAC championship in 98. In 97. Fall of 97, they needed a banner girl because the person that was supposed to be the banner girl could not be there. So I said, I'll do it. I don't know how I got asked or told, but I did it. So that was the first time I had put on tights, put on fishnets, put on the boots, had the little ponytail. I was with Farrah. Farrah taught me everything. That's when I got introduced to like all the band members and everything. It was in Alabama. And when I put them boots on, I was marching with the banner across the field. I said, I can do this. I can do it. I know I can. I can do it. Fast forward, I had Farrah help me with my dance routine. I did it to Salt and Pepper, Give It to Me, Baby.
Mm-hmm.
Salt and Pepper redid Give It to Me, Baby. So I did to Give It to Me, Baby. And then I told my family I was doing it, and they said, when the tryouts? I said, today.
Oh,
right now.
I've been working on that.
Right now.
So I got up. I got up in there, did that, and man, ruthless. I said, hey, no turning back now. You here? Did the body cut? Made the body cut. Did my dance routine? I made that. Moved on to the next level. Learned that dance. I get up in there with all them girls, and I started crying because I was like, I can't do this. Rashida was an outgoing captain, and she was putting some ballet moves up in there that I ain't never seen before. And I'm not dancing. I was not trained. I'm coachable, but I was not a dancer. I played basketball in high school. I was a cheerleader, and I ran track. I've never danced a day in my life. I took maybe a little dance class when I was 3 years old, but never danced a day in my life. However, I am coachable. I am coachable. So, so I made it on the third round. That man, let me tell you, that was tough. That was tough. Kendra said, because we're roommates, Kendra Hardy, Kendra Lewis now. She said the day before the final tryout, she said, I don't know what you was doing, but your bed kept moving all night. I said, Kendra, I think I was doing the dance routine in my sleep. She said one moment she woke up, I was on the head of the bed, and then when I woke up, I was on the foot of the bed because the dance routine had so many rolls that I was
You rolling in the bed?
I was rolling
dancing
in the bed. I was dancing in the bed. That's how stressed out I was. That's how stressed out. When I tell you I was stressed out, I was so stressed out. I don't know how I did it. I don't know. I think I put my Screen Actors Guild Award face on and just went out there as another person. And
you went out there, got you an EGOT.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So that's
said
how
it had so many roles. I can't.
Yeah, so many roles. And it was it was Janet Jackson's I Get So Lonely. Well, y'all played I Get So Lonely, but the dance that we tried out on was Freeze. It wasn't I Get So Lonely.
Yeah.
But yeah. That band camp was it was ridiculous. I don't want to go through that ever again.
You having some flashbacks. She's having some flashbacks.
Like she's having flashbacks right now. Like she's reliving it in her brain.
Lord.
But I would tell you the two people that I appreciate throughout that whole experience was Renee Sias and Afroshana. Renee, although she was a hardcore person, I related to Renee because Renee kind of had the same experience I did. She wasn't a dancer; she was a cheerleader. But she taught me salt and pepper. Like she rode me hard, but in a good, encouraging way. But so like every time I see Renee, I give her a big hug. So she was like, yeah. Had she not been there to like as an old head to like coach. And mentor, I probably would have been disgruntled about the whole thing.
That's wild. That's crazy. It's good to have that coach, that mentor. Somebody to kind of say, "Come on, it's all right. I got you." That's that HBCU love right there. That's man. Wow, I
Somebody
didn't know
believe
that.
in you, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Yeah,
Everything was like every mess up was a lap. If you couldn't get it, Afrashan like hit it, hit it, hit it, hit it, hit it, hit it, hit it. Why you laughing?
Those are the moments. So those are the things that people don't know about. They don't know the behind the scenes and all of the work that it takes to become a member first, like to make it, and then you got the practice,
and then you got to try out, and then you have to try out for every game. Try out for stands. Try out for marching. Try out for the dance. So my first year on the squad, I didn't dance for 3 games.
Really?
I didn't dance. I didn't dance the fam game. I didn't dance the whatever game was after that, and I didn't dance the Memphis game.
Yeah.
I don't even remember what the first game was.
It was fam, wasn't it?
No,
fam
no.
Was the first home
I don't
game.
remember what first game that
Memphis.
I danced in.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
It probably was homecoming.
Homecoming is the first your debut.
You know what that means, homecoming.
So then, but then after that we did because I remember doing I Get So Lonely like 4 or 5 times because we went to Alabama. We did I Get So Lonely. We did I Get So Lonely at home. I think and then homecoming we did Black Cat. That was to 2 dance. So you always got the 2 dance. You got the headliner and the reject.
Yeah.
Oh Lord.
Oh Lord.
Y'all did do that. They still do that stuff right here.
Tiger Girls.
So I was an original Tiger Girl. That was before we flip-flopped it. So it was the big girls. It was all the big girls. So it was me, Quita, Kendra, I want to say Marquisha. No, it wasn't Marquisha because Marquisha had long legs. It was me, Quita, Kendra, and it was one more. I can't remember.
You said big girls. Big girls.
We were big girls. We were considered bigger girls. Yes.
Wow.
So they do the body. So yes, we had body.
I'm gonna leave that one. I'm gonna leave that alone.
It's okay. It's okay. In today's world, body shaming.
Right.
But back then.
Oh.
Back then, there was a standard. Okay, there was a standard, and everyone knew that there was a standard. And when you're a part of an organization that has a requirement, you're either gonna meet that requirement or you're not, right? And so that's just how it was. There was a standard, and you had to meet that standard. And so, because think about it, the uniforms were not large, so you had what you had. And if you didn't fit into that uniform, then you don't make the cut. Because wasn't nobody gonna make you a uniform.
That's right.
So you had uniform.
So one size fit all.
We would have done better, like over time, just calling it uniform cut. Like
it's a body cut.
It's a body cut. Like,
but anyway, I say that to say this: that homecoming, that first dance was so hyped about it. Right? They were like, "We're gonna get house." When all actuality, it was our dance that got the house. And so I don't remember what the song was, but I do remember the uniform because I stayed up all night making it. It was some black pre-Lululemon pants, flare. We had blue sequins going up the leg. We bought some black sports bras and sequenced the bras. We wearing this being sequined and burnt.
Y'all made the uniform.
We made these uniforms. We had
Get out of here.
We got to stop right
now.
Y'all made.
Yes, we made the uniforms. Yes.
I cannot.
Y'all up in there bend that. Was it?
With a hot glue gun.
Yes. Burning your fingertips and stuff.
burning fingertips, side leg, under the bra, just burning. Yes. Bedazzling. Yes.
Come on.
Yes. And then that following year we had Armand to help us out with getting ourselves straight. But yeah, we had to make our own homecoming uniforms. Yes.
Y'all were that rejected.
We were that rejected.
Figure it out.
Figure it out. Y'all better, it better be hot too. Y'all better.
It better look good.
It better look good.
But we ended up getting the house for that dance, and I can't even tell you what the song was.
Is that the same year? Like we played Soft and Wet that year, right?
Rhythm Nation, yes.
Rhythm Nation.
I just got the
Yeah.
Look, this is how.
Terrell, you are just said like, I can't believe this.
I'm listening. I got a response. Go ahead, D.
Yeah, we did. Valley. Oh wow, we did.
I got a response to a lot.
No, I was just saying how all I asked was what came after Black Cat. I didn't say anything else. That's all I texted. Our Crab Brothers, Carlton and Kurt. That's all I said. What came after Black Cat? Carlton said Rhythm Nation. Homecoming 98 J-Sette. That's exactly what he said. Shout out Carlton and Kurt, man.
Historian.
I ain't have to say nothing else. What came after Black Cat?
I'm over here on Wikipedia.
Wait.
Carlton and Curtis.
You crazy.
They are Wikipedia.
They are Wikipedia.
We got a little speed now.
Man, it's crazy.
Yeah.
So you said some stuff, Natalie. So like one of the things that so you talk about the body cuts and the uniform cuts, or you got to fit into the uniform, and then you said that you all were quote unquote big girls. I've never in my life heard that before. Like, how are you the big girl, but you're on? I don't know, but I get it. I get it because you got to be a certain size for real. So I guess me as a guy, I don't know what the size is supposed to be.
So I was 5'3", 135 pounds with thunder thighs, right?
What size jeans?
Not thunder.
8, size 8.
Mm-hmm. You had to break it down for Toby. Toby had to understand it. Look, we do. We got to figure it out.
And so, I remember Miss Word said, I don't know. I don't know.
There we go.
I love the Mrs. Worthy impressions. I love it.
And she's like, you're gonna have to come down some more. And I was like,
and come down some more. And what did you? And how did that?
I got down about 125.
Oh,
that's great.
But I was still eating. No, I worked out.
Was it a strict diet? I had a strict diet, didn't it?
I mean, we had to watch what we eat, but after 10 o'clock, we hitting crystals. After 10 o'clock, we going to crystals.
See, that's why y'all the big girls. Y'all get them crystal chicks.
He said that's why y'all the big girls.
That's why y'all the big girls. Y'all eating it.
So yeah. And then they go back to the whole wasn't a dancer. Marching came a little difficult for me. That whole salt and pepper, like the whole like flicking the wrist, and like it wasn't none of this right here. It's like flicking. You're not flicking. Like I literally would stand up and just do this the whole time, flicking my wrist. Is like, you're not flicking. I was like, I'm tired. I'm flicking it.
Flicked out.
Your salt and pepper look. You had the best looking salt and pepper me on that video we just played.
So let me tell you who I fed off of. I feed off of Quita. So every time, whenever we would march, and I would look, and I would always look at Quita. And then when we do this right here, I'm looking at Quita, and I'm like, okay, let me get my hip up some more. Let me thrust that thing out.
Come on.
And so then I just like Quita was my energy, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. And listen, let me tell you something, Miss Worthy.
Come on with it.
Miss Worthy showed us how to prance.
Mm-hmm.
How you do that?
Like she
prance right quick.
No, I
Can't
can't.
see. No, I'm kidding. I'm joking. Keep
So
going.
she taught us how to prance. Now she actually did it and showed us how it was done. And I was like,
all right, so check this out. So real quick, I don't mean to cut you off. My apologies.
that's okay.
So when you saying the word prance, so we have our listeners that are listening and watching. So when you say prance, could you kind of break that down? Like what is a prance?
Clydesdales. You're literally moving like a horse, like a Clydesdale coming down a parade.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And then like hip like a pull, a hip. It's like a thrust. It's all in the hips. It's all in the hips. It's all in the pelvic and the legs at a 90 degree. And it's more like a you know how the today's generation is doing that slide, Terrell, you was doing in the video. It makes it look like you moving to the side.
Oh, like the Bethune-Cookman drum major was doing, and then it kind of
So literally.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yes.
So literally, it's literally the instead of the kicking out and sliding back, it's literally we are mimicking a Clydesdale, a horse.
Wow.
Yeah.
Man,
yeah.
So it's the small things for me. I'm sorry. Go ahead, D.
No, you can kind of see it in that video. That video. Shout out Frederick Jefferson. Fred. That's who we got the clips from. Yeah. But that's where you can kind of see that in that video that we just played of y'all, marching in the merge. But is prance? Is that what the J-Settes are always doing when they're salt and pepper? And is that
no? So the prance is a totally different march.
Oh.
The salt and pepper is a totally different march, and then you got the parade march, which is the hands with pretty hands. Mm-hmm. That's a different march, like a rest march. But a prance is a distinct difference from the actual salt and pepper. So the prance is not a fast march. It's literally I can't describe it. It's a high step, and it could be like a transition march if you're moving formations while in a parade. We didn't do it a lot, but we have done it.
Yeah, I was going to ask. That was going to be my next question. Like, how often did y'all do it? Because
we didn't do it.
I don't know if I ever seen it like in my day.
You probably wasn't really paying attention to the difference, but we have done it. We don't do it a lot, but we have done it.
Okay.
I think for us non-J-Sette boom people are just regular Jacksonians. Like we always admire, the craft of it, but it all just came into it. And I guess this ignorance of us all, because as a percussionist, you have several different rudiments, and they're not the same. Mm-hmm. But when we're looking at the J-Settes, they just out there J-Setting. They just that's a J-Set move. Like I can see somebody else do something, and I know that's a J-Set move. So you don't put it all and divide it into different movements, but like just hearing it from a J-Set, saying, okay, like, no, this is prancing, this right here is the salt and pepper. It's educating, the masses, because we don't know. So now, like, after you taught us this, going to a game, I'm looking at it, okay, that's a salt and pepper. They prancing now. They get it right now. It's cool to know that. That's why we want to do this, because we want to be educated in everything Sonic Boom with the South. So I appreciate that.
Hey, look, I feel like I got a little crash course real quick. Like literally, I know you definitely gave a crash course, and I appreciate it as well. And learning the meanings of these terms, because y'all, we were in the band hall and you guys were in the J-Sette practice room, so we never saw you guys until what, Thursday or Friday?
Thursday,
we didn't see you guys
Thursday and Friday. Thursday and Friday.
That's it. That's all. We didn't see you anymore. And then
I know it was like
that was it. It was
like we went apart.
No, y'all were apart, but y'all were But I feel you though. I feel you because y'all had your own thing going on, but we were all like collective. We were all one block. You know what I'm saying? One group, one big family, but family was spread out in different places. So that's good that you're gonna hear and you telling this. That's good to hear that. Man,
Hey,
I'm laughing at this.
Nobody missed practice on Thursday night in WT because it was always a hope that J-Sette was gonna come from behind us. They were gonna hide behind us, and then it'll come out. So like while we were just wasting time, we over here, everybody's flirting with the J-Sette. We talking to them, and we like, and they can't talk back, and they're like, y'all grimy, y'all stink, you know. All that stuff. Oh, I made her smile. It was the greatest time. Thursday night, nobody missed practice.
You better not say it. Stay there and smile and don't say nothing. Get attention.
Yeah, you gonna get in trouble tonight. You get in trouble. I'll make you.
Those were the days.
Please stand behind me.
But then, like as the season grew, you became brothers and sisters, and it was like, oh, it was just we just kicking it. And so like it was an awesome time.
I remember when James Weir, he was y'all.
Shut up. He was section leader.
Swoop.
Yeah.
Tap, 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 tap.
Oh,
tap, tap. I was like, is he serious?
Too fast.
Is he serious?
Because it was always, this is gonna be so bad. This move right here, we do this right here in the gluteus maximus shakes.
You gotta stand up.
So you make them.
You gotta stand up and
go
do
fast.
Oh yeah, yo.
That was intentional.
That is ridiculous.
Oh man, it didn't work. It didn't work. We looking like ants on the field trying to.
Hey, that one move though. That one move.
So literally, that was why y'all tapped it off that thing.
Tap that thing fast.
I cannot believe it. Like that is.
You heard it. You heard it, D.
That is
you heard
crazy.
it. 20-some years later, the confession hour.
This whole time I'm like, who pissed him off today?
No, he wasn't pissed off. We was just enjoying the show.
He wasn't pissed at all, right? Oh my god!
For that one move, but
that hurts.
I just learned something today.
I did.
I just remember.
I was this many years old.
I just remembered it today.
Oh my god,
man! It's so many. There are so many like fun times and so many fun stories and so many fun memories that we forgot about them, and or either we didn't know about them, and then it's crazy to come on here now today in 2025 to talk about stuff that happened back in 1998. 99, 2000, 99, 2000. You know, you hear these stories and you laugh about them and you go like, man, what? And then you remember the times, but you didn't know this was happening right next to you. Like, wait a minute, y'all did what? I never saw that. Funny.
So
stories.
98 was I got roasted.
I got roasted.
Like I was not. They were like, who is that?
What?
she all right, but and then I mean I wasn't a dancer. I guess I looked I was a sore thumb amongst everyone, and then I had to learn. Like it took a lot of practice, it took a lot of work, and then 99 came in that first game, and all I remember was somebody, and it was on somebody's tape, and they was like, who is that? who is that? And somebody said, is that Natalie? That's Natalie, baby. Like I heard it. My kick was here, it was up, my knees was up. I was like, y'all not gonna roast me this year. Like this was my comeback. Y'all ain't gonna get me. They ain't gonna get me like last year. Now, if we had video on YouTube back then, I would never check. I would never go online. I would never read comments.
Yeah, we say that. Yeah.
You know what?
It's easy to say that. It is.
Like for real. I would
like
not.
You don't even have to put somebody through the process now. Like, because the world is gonna put you through the process.
Right.
You know. And it's not just 1 year. They're gonna put you through it. If you march 4 years, they're gonna put you as an individual through the process for all 4 years.
Every year.
March, like
Every
yeah,
single.
so yeah. I'm glad it was no cameras back then. Like
So,
that.
Yeah.
You okay, Natalie? You have a favorite Boom story? You have a favorite tale, a favorite story, a favorite memory?
Ooh.
It's not a favorite memory, but it is a memory.
Okay.
You're smiling, so like
Interesting.
I don't have a favorite memory. I don't have a. They're all good memories.
Mm-hmm.
They're all good memories. The one memory I have is the day we boycotted.
Boycotted. What? Do tell.
See how they came about. I won't name names, but one year, I guess WT have boycotted. The band marched without drums.
Upperclassmen drums. I was a part of it. Yeah, that was the band marched without the upperclassmen. I was a part of that section.
This was before we got there.
Oh.
This is before we got there. I don't know what happened. I might have my story mixed up, but this is what I was told by upperclassmen. And so we were tired of doing I Get So Lonely.
Yeah.
And another dance wanted to be done. And Doc was like, we're not changing the music. I don't even remember what the music was, and I don't remember what the dance was. This particular dance I did not make. I got cut that dance. And so I wasn't gonna be dancing anyway. But when Doc came back and said, nope, we're doing I Get So Lonely, I was like, yes, I can dance. I'm dancing for something. The upperclassmen on that line were not happy about it and decided to all for one for all, and said we're not getting on that bus. And I was like, but I want to dance. I want to dance.
It's my chance.
It's my chance. It's something. I want to dance. And I just remember standing there with my bag, literally watching the bus leave.
Horrible feeling.
And you know, everything in me, every moral compass that I had, I knew that was not a good idea. Like I knew it wasn't a good idea. I just knew that it was a big mistake. I just knew it. But I didn't want to be that one, you know. I didn't want to be that one, you know. I mean, like, so one for all for one. So, right.
Even
so
when it's wrong.
for the greater good of the group, I guess, right? Yeah. Then I guess what what just made it even worse is we packed up in 2 cars and rode down there.
Yeah, I remember that.
I don't know what point we was trying to prove at this point.
It's FOMO. It was FOMO. You're fear of missing out.
Like, and we gonna go too.
I'm gonna buy my own ticket.
We did not buy a ticket.
You did not.
We got in by the simple J-Sette. So I think we said we missed the bus.
Oh, y'all wrong for that. Y'all wrong for that. Y'all, who gazed them folks at the gate? Yeah, we're the J-Settes. Showed your shirt. Oh, y'all, come on in. Yeah, it's J-Settes. Come on in. Bring them in. Hey, y'all go ahead.
We sat on the side.
I remember that. Man, that's so funny.
The worst thing you could ever do. And then that next day, I just really felt bad. I really did. I really felt bad. I felt like this was not going to be good. So I went and talked to Dr. Magruder. I said, I need to apologize. I said, I need to apologize. This is not in me. This is not right. This was a mistake. Yada, yada, yada. Then I had to go see Doc. And Doc, young lady, come sit down. Who was the culprit? I said, Doc, I'm only coming on behalf of me.
I don't know.
I'm the culprit of me.
I'm only speaking. I'm only speaking for me, dog. I can't speak for everybody else. I just for the sake of the organization. I want to apologize. Like it was not. This was not. It wasn't a good idea. I'm sorry. This is not becoming of me. It's not becoming of this group. And then the next thing you know, we standing in the band.
Classic.
Very much so classic.
We standing in the band hall, apologize. Oh, that was a horrible feeling and embarrassing.
But I don't regret it.
Right. I remember it.
I will never forget that because I was like, what?
We were looking just like that. That's how we were looking, D. We were like, what we
were crabs, so we were like, I was like,
what's going on?
Right, because I can't turn my head. I'm like, what?
I was so deep in being a crab, I don't remember any of that. I just remember getting to the game. It was like, I don't know, did we change the show? But
no.
it was no J-Settes.
There were no J-Settes.
We just played the songs.
Y'all went straight into the dance. The twirling in the dance. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Featured the twirls and stuff like that. Yeah, that was crazy.
And so that day, all I know is a couple, 3 got missing, three were gone. We had an emergency tryout and added 3 more. And then from that day on, we were Afroshana girls.
That's
okay.
Shout out Afroshana. So I'm glad you shared this story with us because I'm sure there are some other people that may have not heard like the whole story or they probably got bits and pieces of it, but you just broke it down and told us what it was. So, shout out to being apologetic. Shout out to being shout out to your morals and your values. Come on, morals.
That thing ate at me for real.
It's Natalie's fault. It's Natalie's fault that they apologized.
It was that. You know what? Because Natalie,
she's responsible.
Natalie was the first one. Sure was.
I was the first one. I was the first one.
The trajectory of the J-Settes.
And I remember being told, "Speak for yourself," and I was like, "And do." And the person that come next to me, I highly recommend. Did you say the same thing that I just said?
Follow, catch the flash.
They did.
Yo, Natalie. Oh, go ahead.
Can I get flowers, man?
Ooh, let's do it.
So, like, I feel like I know you. Just coming in '98 and then marching a couple of years, together. But just watching how you make moves like throughout life, social media, seeing you and your family and then just your career and how you just being successful. People, we hadn't talked about like what you're doing right now as far as like you're almost about to retire from the military. You're health focused and you challenge yourself. You have a lot of discipline, which shows in some of the things that you said about like how just standing up for what's right and what's in your core. You knew something wasn't right. It didn't feel right. You leaned into what the culture said that you needed to do at the time. But as soon as you did it, you knew it wasn't right. And you did what you had to do in order to make it right by going to the right people and apologizing and stating your case and saying, you know what, I knew it wasn't right, doing the right thing. But higher than that, I know that in any of the arts, when we're talking about playing an instrument, dancing, painting a picture, it requires a certain amount of training, knowing your limits, but knowing that you're coachable and that you're teachable, and being able to lean into that and just, as stressed and as having anxiety and all that type of stuff, as much as you had it and like dancing in the bed in your sleep and all that type of stuff, you knew that you were able to accomplish this goal and you didn't shy away from it, even though you were fearful and you were scared. That takes a lot. And I don't think a lot of people know how much that is, because it's so much easier to quit and not have to deal with it. But it's people like you that know that if you quit, it's a longer life thinking about the life that you would have if you didn't quit in that moment. What if I would have rolled that through? You know what I'm saying? So it's better to ride it through and not make it than it is to quit and then always for the rest of your life wonder, like, what if I shoulda, coulda, woulda? You know what I'm saying? And so, like, not being a trained dancer, I don't think people understand how challenging that is to be able to be in a group of dancers that have been trained for years, and then to be able to separate yourself more on the side of those that have been trained than the other ones that it was girls that tried out that were trained that you beat, you know, like, so, like, to be able to do that. And it takes a certain amount of discipline. It takes a certain amount of determination, wherewithal, and a lot of common sense, but a lot of just being able to know the room that you in. And I appreciate that about you. So, like, giving you flowers is simple. Like, just the discipline, the determination that you have is remarkable. And so your story, like, Terrell didn't say it this episode, but you said a lot of stuff at the beginning. Playing basketball at Jackson State, walking on, I never knew that.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Me either. And Natalie's my line sister. I don't think I knew that you were coming to Jackson State to play ball.
Yeah, I was coming to play ball.
I was in the
I was in the TBL after high school. After I got out of school, I would go to the TBLs and play pickup games.
You got a jumper.
With
basketball. I did not know that you got a jumper.
I was playing like I was literally playing with Tish, Roslyn Snow, and some of the dudes, like literally pickup games. I was like, I'm gonna get my foot in the door on this one.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah.
So I never knew that. I didn't know that you played clarinet. You know.
I played clarinet, and did you know I was in the concert band?
I remember that.
And did you know I played the violin?
I remember that. Now that you say it, I forgot it until you said it. But like all that stuff, like people don't know, and it's important for them to know, because you rode that Jackson State thing. Like, you came in there, and wherever that dot told you to go, you trusted it and you went it. We kind of talked about it a little bit in the pre-show. I remember thinking that, you and Kevin, Lewis, and a couple other you guys were crazy because y'all were spending y'all summer in the military doing boot camp.
Yeah, we would,
and then coming back and doing band camp.
Yeah,
I was like what kind of,
like literally getting off a plane, and 2 days later band camp. And
that's crazy.
So my senior year, my senior year, I came from camp, and because this was the camp that was going to decide my fate for the Army, and then went to band camp. Did y'all realize that I was gone for 2 weeks, that I was missing in action?
At the time, I think I remember.
I got sick. My body shut down.
Wow.
Like, completely shut down. I went in for one thing and came out with the flu and exhaustion.
Your body said, not this time, not this year. No, ma'am.
My senior year, because that was the year we didn't officially have a captain, right? Afashana was gone. Afashana was gone, and I missed the merge because I was sick.
That just reminded me.
And during that merge, that was when Miss Worthy was going to pick her captain. And I remember Afashana asking me, she's like, she said, what do you think about being a captain? I looked at Afashana, I was like, I don't think I could do that, Afashana. I was like, I'm not really a dancer. She's like, but you got, she's just, I did not know she was throwing me hints, right? But I don't think that I could have done it because I don't react fast enough. So like, Quita ended up being the front person in front. And what Quita didn't have, I had. So like, I knew music. Like when y'all play, I pay attention. Like the beats, when to come in, when to end. Okay, they finna stop it. They finna cut it off here. So I helped Quita with the music because Quita didn't really. She had a hard time catching when to come in. I said, "All right, Quita, get ready." I like literally, I'll be behind her. I'll be like, "You ready? All right, 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, go," and she'll throw it right. And it was like with PYT, you got to hit it to where you can get this dun, 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 dun part. And so like whatever stand you go, you got to do the one. You got to hit it. So I was like, wait, don't go yet. It's intro. Wait, one more 8 count. Wait, one more 8 count.
Natalie over here giving the cheat code, man. Like giving the cheat code.
Listen, man.
Over this joint.
Y'all are the double mint twins. I
had the honor and privilege to be in front and lead during the Christmas parade.
Yeah.
I love seeing you do that too. I was like, Natalie having so much fun.
I did. They hated me though, because I kept it in salt pepper. I kept it. Stick
right here. Stick right here. Hey, yo, so like, man, you just dropped
knowledge,
crazy knowledge, and just things like you telling us things, and like Toby said, I always say I never do it. You telling us things, Natalie, that was going on right around us, up under our noses, that we had no clue that was going on. I appreciate you spending your time with us. I appreciate this information. So now I can go back and I can hit Quita up and be like, look, Quita, I remember Natalie told us the other day that she was right there holding you down. Did you know that? Why you didn't tell everybody that? We supposed to know that. No, I'm just kidding. But no, that's dope though. That's that sisterhood right there. That's that I got your back, scratch my back, I scratch yours, that kind of stuff, And that's those long hours of practice and just
relationship, that's a bond.
That's oh my God! Can you imagine y'all together all these hours? Of course.
Yeah, because we were already Top Beta Sigma then. We were already Top Beta Sigma then. Yep.
Yeah.
Natalie, so check this out. Natalie, so look, do you? So
Natalie followed the wind, man.
What you say?
I said Natalie followed the wind, man. She just
she followed the wind.
Yeah, the violin and
listen,
clarinet.
She did it all.
Like man, the basketball, like she
talent.
She true blue JS. She did everything at JS.
She did everything.
How many jobs you got?
I realized I could have been in a band when I joined the concert band.
Oh yeah.
That's when I realized I could have been in the boom, but it wasn't for me. It was that wasn't my
calling.
That was my calling.
Right.
That wasn't a plan.
Listen,
but your story is beautiful.
Yeah,
it is definitely.
It's ridiculously beautiful.
I didn't know the Banner Girl piece.
I didn't.
Fair.
Oh no, I think I did. I think I do. I think I remember somebody calling you like that's the Banner Girl.
Yeah.
Fair. Maybe there was a picture or something that popped up.
I don't know.
It may go look up SWAC championship 1997 because I think during that time the SWAC championship was in January. It wasn't always in December.
Wait, was it the Senior Bowl?
It was in 97. All I remember it was in 97.
Okay.
No, it was in the SWAC championship wasn't always in December. I remember it being in January.
I think it's the Senior Bowl because the first SWAC championship was like 99.
Okay.
And I just remember that being in Birmingham.
Yeah.
It might have been Mobile. Yeah, Birmingham or Mobile. And then every band in the SWAC came, but it was us against Southern. And I think that was 99. Mm-hmm. So 97, because before that, the SWAC championship, it was just based off of your record, who had the best record at the end of the season. Mm-hmm. So I'm thinking that was the Senior Bowl that we're talking about, but
either way,
it was a long time ago. It's almost 30.
It was some years, yeah. Oh, a few years ago. Y'all, so check this out. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, my bad.
The coach was playing.
The coach,
the football coach was the
TC Taylor.
TC Taylor.
Oh yeah. You sure was. Yeah.
Wow.
I know.
So Natalie,
go ahead.
Natalie, so I this is the part of the show I just don't like. well, we gotta end it, and we coming to a close. So Natalie, I just want to say, I personally appreciate you coming on here, sharing your story. I'm glad you were able to, fit us into your busy schedule because you got a lot going on. You work 12 jobs and you have 18 talents. That's a lot. That's a lot to balance. It's a lot to balance with family and all that good stuff. But I just want to say thank you. Do you have any parting words or shout outs or anything before we sign off here, ma'am?
I would just like to say I am glad to have you guys in my dash. And so what that means is, like when I go on to glory, you guys will always be in the middle part of my being existence in this world.
Oh,
I get it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Wow. The
you. Love
dash.
that.
I love that.
Wow.
I love
Never
that.
heard that. Look at
Yeah.
that. Come
I
on now.
know.
Okay. Well, all right.
And we
ladies and gentlemen.
appreciate you being in our dash as well.
Yeah, most definitely. It's been for a long time, for years.
Because y'all my crowd brothers and sisters.
Right. I can go on and on about Natalie, but we won't
Listen.
get into it.
Okay.
This is awesome. This is an awesome episode. I appreciate you. It's always good when 98 come together.
Oh yeah.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So, good people. Sonic Boom Alumni Association is accepting dues for membership, $75. Payments can be made in $25 increments. You can see the payment options at the bottom of the flyer there. Pay your dues. Join the SBAA. We got a lot of good stuff going on. Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah. That's it, y'all. All right, y'all. So that's it. We out of here. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for checking us out. We are signing off. This is Tiger Talk TV. You are here with Band Sessions with the Boom. And we had our special guest, Miss Natalie Bynum. Thank you, Natalie, for coming on. We outie.
Hey.
Peace out.
Tiger Talk TV is presented by Bet Online.